Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday, November 11th, Sony State of Play Japan. This is gonna. I just feel like this is gonna be a quiet one. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a crazy amount of interest from viewers. I think because there's a little bit of confusion about what this will actually entail. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it seems like we got some countdown music happening over on the State of Play side of things. So let's see what we got going on over there. We're going to take a quick little peek, and there it is. There's counting down. You guys can hear the music in the background. Is the music too loud? We turn it down a little bit more. All right. Hopefully everyone's having a nice day. I do not have a co-host today. I do have a cold today though, or something. My throat is killing me. I just want to be horizontal, but come on. It's a state of play. How could I not be here doing this with you guys? Jammy is usually my co-host for these things, but it is Jammy Hero's birthday. So if you haven't already, make sure you go wish Jammy a very happy birthday. He will be on the channel on Thursday to do the Jamie Feltham VR showcase. So we get an exciting week, you guys. Even though Jamie Feltham's already kind of told us, like, hey, don't get your hopes up, PSVR 2 folks. There's not going to be a whole lot for you. It's still anything, you know? Even if it's just one announcement. If it's 2 announcements, fine. If it's a release date, fine, right? Just keep the good news coming. We've got this great momentum going on right now in November. We knew all these great games were coming up, but we had no idea. How good these games were going to be. Do you know what I mean? I feel like we're just killing it, knocking it out of the park with every single release. Even kind of kicking it off with Sweet Surrender, which I thought was sort of a 7 out of 10. You know, a little Johnny come lately, like not as good as Compound, but still fun. And then right from that to Of Lies and Rain, to Rush VR Apex, to V Rider. Nope, that's not right. V Racer Hoverbike. I'm like, I know the name of this game. Not V Rider SBK. Although after playing so much V Racer, I should go back to V Rider. Maybe I finally have the controls down. I don't know. I'll have to do that. And then Luminous came out today, guys. Oh my god, it's been so hard keeping my mouth shut about Luminous for the last 5 days, whatever it's been since the keys came through. Beautiful game. Luminous is beautiful. I mean, listen, I like Luminous more than I like Tetris, and I like Luminous Arise more than I like Tetris Effect. And I do feel like it's launching kind of a little bare bones when it comes to the multiplayer stuff. You guys probably already saw my review, but still, I got to play some multiplayer with AJ before launch. I played with Awesome Tatum today, and then I played with a couple of just random people, and found out that I'm not very good at Luminous because there are people out there who are really good at Luminous. Because it's not a new puzzle game. It's a continuation of a series that's been out since 2005. And I didn't play every entry. I played the one on PSP and Vita, and that was kind of it. Right? I had no interest in playing it on my TV. And so that was kind of it for me. I did the PSP one and the Vita one, and that was it. I guess there were 2 on PSP that I got. The second one, Electronic Symphony, which was good. But I think it had too much licensed music. It's a weird thing to say. Right? Why would you get upset about licensed music? And I don't even remember, but that is my memory of it. Is I was like, I don't know, man. I like the music that these guys make all on their own. Anyway, so I'm glad they kind of went back to the to what they did for Tetris Effect, creating original music, because it was so good. The music's great. The mood pieces are great, and it just looks so beautiful in the headset. They use the headset haptics perfectly, and put down the Sense controllers. Use the DualSense. It just feels better to play that way. Yes, Nick. I kicked Tatum's ass, but the very next person I played in public matches, the very next person showed me how it was done. Right? Showed me what's up. Showed me, you're not all that, Brian. You might have been playing this game for 20 years, but you don't know all the ins and outs. And so I got my ass kicked, completely handed to me when it came to playing online. But then I played somebody else, and we went back and forth for a while, but I did end up winning. 2-0. So winning pretty well. So anyway, Luminous is awesome. If you want to see just how beautiful our headset can be, it is a great showpiece for people. Screwjob Simulator. This is the game that you should put people in to convince them how great VR is. Corey says, I don't believe his score though. I flirted with a 10. I'm not gonna lie to you. I flirted with a 10, but I kept wishing that there were more multiplayer options. Because especially if you want to just like play with your friends, it's just like, it feels like, you do like 4, 5, 6 rounds, something like that. And then you're like, okay, that was enough. See you later. If you're playing with random people online, I feel like it's always fun, that one game mode. But I want to be able to play for like a couple hours with my friends, you know what I mean? And like play with 4 or 5 of them. And then be able to be like, oh, let's do a co-op mode now. Oh, let's do this different kind of battle mode. And that's the only thing that kept me from giving it a 10. And I think I gave Lumies a real hard time in the review. And I don't know, when I was playing today, I was like, these guys are cute. I don't know why I'm giving Lumies such a hard time. Lumies are adorable. And I might even pony up the cash for the extra Lumies, like the Astrobot and Humanity and Res Lumies. I saw people flying around with those today. I was like, I got a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. So I'll probably do that. What is going on, you guys? Hold on a second. Let's get back over here. This is. I set this up. I said, fuck. Who needs a co-host when you've got the greatest community in the world to co-host with you? So shout out to Lord Smitty34, the mailman game cat with the level 3 membership. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thank you everybody who's been supporting the channel. I put out a cry for Patreon help, and you guys came through big time. I'm gonna keep pushing it, but man, every day I wake up and look at the 10 new notifications I have from Patreon and go, man, all I had to do was ask. Like, it's been so rough, and all I had to do was ask, and you guys fucking come through. I love it. Thank you. Markio137 with the level 2 membership says, here for the game cats. Love you guys. I am very curious. I'm very curious what's going to be here today. Aren't you guys curious what's going to be here today? I know this is going to be a little bit of a different state of play. It's going to be English subtitled. I think that's the first time we're ever going to be watching a state of play that's not in native English. Usually, I think I don't know how it works. It's usually English, right? And then it gets subtitled all around the world for all the different regions. And then this one is just going to be the Japanese MC speaking, and then we just going to read. Which is great. You know why? Because one of my least favorite things about doing this is talking when someone else is talking. But we can read while they're talking. I don't know if that's going to make it better or worse. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here real quick, because even though if you guys saw the what day is today? Monday's Games Cast. Then we've already went through this, but let's go through this again, because there's a bunch of people that were not here for Monday's Games Cast, and I want to know the speculation. Hold on a second. Kisnell's saying, "What's the game on the preview screen?" Well, that's a good question. Oh, that's Toro, right? That's like PlayStation's oldest mascot. And it's shown up randomly, but never like had a big presence here in the West. And so I don't know if they're trying to bring Toro back as like a mascot, or just being like, oh, this was something that really defined us once upon a time. So we'll see. Anyway, so the blog post for this is, here it is. It says State of Play Japan airs today, Tuesday, November 11th. Remember, guys, this is the first time we've ever gotten a State of Play Japan. So we don't really know what the focus is going to be, other than Asian developed games, and that's the focus. And we don't even know if that's the entirety of it. We just know that's the focus. So let's check out what they say here, because I like to dissect what they say and usually just overanalyze everything. This Tuesday, we're bringing you a special episode of State of Play, running for more than 40 minutes. great amount of time. I hope that doesn't mean they're going to spend like 10 minutes on any one game or 5 minutes on any one game. Like, just keep them coming, right? Like, I mean, give me a minute a game, blast out 40 games, 40 minutes, and man, it just feels like a roller coaster ride when they do that. The second they pump the brakes and start talking to developers and having 10-minute segments on one game, I lose interest so quickly. So let's hope they don't do that. Let's hope they just blast out a ton of games, whether even if they're like super small indies, just to kind of keep the pace going. 40 minutes focusing on games created in Japan and across Asia. Okay, that's the focus. Alongside a few other exciting updates. It's like they're saying that's not all we're doing, right? Am I misreading this? Games that created in Japan and across Asia, alongside a few other exciting updates, which I find really interesting. Because, like, should we be reading this much into it, or did ChatGPT not think that hard when they were creating the blog post? From beloved series to distinctive indie creations, I love that too. This is I don't know how many people do this. I don't know how many people just fucking absorb every single word in these. But from beloved series, which means these are not just going to be indie games. These are going to be things that we love. I don't want to get too amped about this, but Resident Evil is such a great series, and the thing I had been speculating on, the thing I had been predicting, was that we will see when Sony announces, or when Capcom announces, PSVR 2 support for Resident Evil 9 Requiem, it'll be at a Sony event. And when it wasn't at the last Sony event, I was like, that's weird, because that's probably the last Sony event of the year. And then they announce this. And then they say it's going to be about, specifically about Japanese or Asian game studios. And I was like, well, that's Capcom. Capcom's a Japanese game studio. And they have a beloved series with a new entry coming out. It's like, how much more can we possibly see of that? And it's a Sony event. So it's like, it feels like these things are just lining up. I don't want anybody to be disappointed if we don't see it today. But I mean, I just feel like if we're going to see it before Capcom's event next year, which it just doesn't make sense to me. If we're going to see it before then, this would be the place to see it. Then there's distinctive indie creations. That's awesome. The show, hosted by voice actor Yuki Kaji, who I'm unfamiliar with. Seeing Yuki will be brand new to me, I believe. I don't know anything about Yuki. Will be packed with great games, interviews. There's the interviews, and a new look, and new looks at anticipated titles. So again, games that people are supposed to be excited for, people are clamoring for. We're gonna get new looks at them. Anyway. So reading into all of this far too much and getting my hopes up far too much as well. Yes, 40 minutes. That's how long it is. 40 minutes. Rypop thinks that Resident Evil will be in February's State of Play. I know that Tatum thinks it'll be in Capcom's or Resident Evil's 30th anniversary. Is that what's coming up next year? So this isn't the last time that we could get the announcement. Yeah, that's important to remember, right? Because just because we don't see it today doesn't mean it's not happening. But I just feel like today is a perfect day to see it. Just saying. All right, let's go back over here because we get some tips in the chat. What's up, you guys? We got Comic Book Guy with the £5 saying, "I love that Toro." Oh, you know the full name of Toro is Inoue? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Like, literally never heard Toro's full name. Is just vibing. He's the cat. PlayStation mascot in Japan. It's nice to see they remember him. Yeah, and so I don't know. Maybe you know this Comic Book Guy because I certainly don't. Is Toro a character they've been using as their mascot in Japan all of this time, or did he kind of fade away like Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter and all these other characters did? Let me know. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat because I'd love to know that. Hotel Neptune with the $2. Thank you so much. I love the hippo chomping the one up. Thank you. Wait, can I heart that? I don't know how to heart that. The heart doesn't seems to be missing in action. Just know that I hearted it in my head. The Game Cat Andrew Ehrenreich with the $5 says, "We'll have to catch this later. Enjoy the stream. Fingers crossed for Bloodborne VR and Knack 5. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. It gives me a lot of coffee. I need all the coffee I can possibly get. I got a big cup of it right here. I'm just trying to stay upright for you guys. One day I'm going to learn how to stream from my bed. And every Gamescast is just going to be horizontal, like me under the covers, like snuggling with a pillow. And it's going to be awesome, but I don't have that technology yet. World of Long Play says Toro is still the mascot in Japan. This is what I keep all these people around for, man. All these people who know more than I do. That's what you got to learn. The longer you do YouTube, the more you learn. You don't have to know everything, but you do have to surround yourself with people who know everything. It's very important. All right, we still got 13 minutes. Perfect. I'll let you guys know I'm playing Hotel Infinity right now. I can't really talk about it. But the embargo is coming up for launch, and that'll be another interesting game to talk about this week. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Audio Trip came out today. I haven't even played that. I got to check it out. I hear it's really good. I hear it's better than Synth Riders, but I haven't played it. We got news just before we went live that the Sense controllers and the official charging station are now on sale at apple.com at the exact price that they said it would be, $250, which is insane. I don't think people would have scoffed nearly as much at $200, right? I don't think people would have scoffed nearly as much at $200. But the fact that they're kind of like force feeding you this bundle with the charging station, I don't know. The charging station's great. I ended up ditching my Collective Minds one because it's just too big. The footprint's too big. So I ended up getting a second Sony one. And so now I have my base PS5 Sense controllers and my PS5 Pro Sense controllers all charging all the time. Half of my apartment is covered with PSVR 2 headsets, PlayStation 5s, Sense controllers, and charging docks. Tornado's unhappy. She has nowhere to hang out anymore. I want to talk to Samson with the $5 says, how do you take your coffee? Black. And I can't believe it's November 11th and I'm still drinking iced coffee. I just love iced coffee. It's so refreshing, especially it's the first thing you have when you wake up. You know, like somebody's just like, oh, I just want some water. I'm parched. Iced coffee. 2 birds, 1 stone. We got Salvador with the level 3 membership says non-VR Kingdom Hearts 4. Just 1 VR surprise would be awesome. Let's go. Okay, listen, I did some research for you guys because obviously this is going to be a little bit different, right? A little bit different. We are hoping for, you know, the same number of VR reveals that we normally get. But again, this is State of Play Japan. We haven't gotten a showcase since like May of 2023. So, I feel like we're still trying to figure out what Sony's doing. You know what I mean? Like when do they do the big reveals? I know that Sony's been sort of stumbling lately. You know, like yes, they put out some really good first-party AAA games, quadruple A games, big stuff, but the output has been very slow. And you know, when you have 20-something first-party studios who should all be working on at least 1 game apiece, or if you're like somebody like Insomniac, two or more, the output should just be kind of crazy. And they haven't really regained that footing. You know what I mean? In quite a long time. And so I feel like maybe a showcase just hasn't been appropriate in a while. A little bit surprised that the Wolverine reveal wasn't in a showcase. So just to kind of figure out what Sony's been doing recently, I went back and looked at the last couple years of State of Plays. And so I went all the way back to June 2nd, 2022. And that's in a State of Plays when we got the announcement for Resident Evil Village VR mode, Saints and Sinners Chapter 2, No Man's Sky, and Horizon Call of the Mountain. 4 VR games. 4 in one State of Play. Pretty incredible. That brings September 13th, 2022. We got Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, Endymion. Not too bad, right? With the enhanced edition of Tales, which is good. February 23rd, 2023. The game that should not be named, The Foglands. Green Hell VR, Synapse, Journey to Foundation, and Before Your Eyes. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PSVR 2 games. Right? You guys kind of see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going? is that like there were points in the last couple of years where it wasn't one or even two PSVR 2 games. It was 3, 4, 5, and that's pretty great. All right, I don't know what kind of ordering this is in anymore. Let's see. January 31st, 2024, we got Metro Awakening, Legendary Tales. May 30th, we got Alien Rogue Incursion and Behemoth. February 12th, 2025. So we're finally into this year. Secret of the Mimic and the Midnight Walk, which we're still waiting for Secret of the Mimic. June 4th, we got Luminous Rise and Thief. And then September, we only got one game on September 24th, but it was one of the biggest games we could have possibly asked for. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, which is coming next year on PSVR 2. This is what I'm trying to say, is that we get great announcements, and this is generally where we get some of the greatest announcements. So, not that my expectations are through the roof or anything, but in a 40-minute show, I'm shooting for at least two. I'm going to put up a poll. I want to know, how many PSVR 2 games during today's show? We're going to go with all the naysayers get to pick 0, get 1, 2, 3. Oh, shoot. It's going to be 3 plus because there's only 4 options apparently. Starting the poll. I want to know. What you guys think, because I'm feeling a little bit optimistic. I am feeling a little bit optimistic. And honestly, I do think that if we do get something like Requiem, that could be the only one. It could be very much like the last State of Play, where it's like, hey, this is a big ass title, and that's enough for you PSVR 2 folks. You know what I mean? Gonna watch these results come in. Salvador, another Kingdom Hearts game. Wasn't Kingdom Hearts 3 revealed during like that E3 of Dreams or something like that during the PS3 days, right? It was like they brought back The Last Guardian and Shenmue 3, and it was just like it was just a game after game after game. It was like when Sony was really firing on all cylinders and just delivering everything. That was such a good time. And then, of course, it didn't come out till PlayStation 4. Oh, bro, I've been playing this Ananta. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Ananta trailer for like the whole time. Just because it's, it's kind of like the anime Grand Theft Auto. That's what it looks like. And I think we'd be asking a whole lot. To get Grand Theft Auto in VR. I mean, obviously, that's not an Asian studio, and so that wouldn't be something that would ever get announced today. That doesn't even seem like something that would ever be announced. Like that would be like somebody fucking pinch me. I'm dreaming, right? That would be one of those things. Like I don't know. I don't see something like that happening this generation. It would be amazing. But this game looks incredible. It is. Who makes this? It's like I know it's NetEase and. I have it somewhere. NetEase and Naked Rain, right? Both Asian studios. Like, hey, we can't get Grand Theft Auto in VR, but maybe we could get this game in VR, and I would be pretty damn happy with that. Also, let's just check the time. We got 5 minutes. We're gonna switch over in a second here, just to make sure we don't miss anything. Yeah, there's actually Here, fine. I had to change the trailer. It had to be something else. I was trying to think of Japanese studios today. What could they be announcing? And I mean, obviously, again, you start talking about these studios, and you start talking about like best case scenario, and you start talking about Team Asobi with Astrobot, right? Would absolutely kill for that. I don't know if we're going to see any first party stuff today. It doesn't feel like we're going to, but that would be incredible. Clap Hands, who did Everybody's Golf and Everybody's Golf VR and all the old Hot Shots golf games. They went over and made a Meta exclusive golf game called Ultimate Swing Golf. This is a trailer right here. It's obviously just Hot Shots Golf or Everybody's Golf on Meta. I would absolutely kill for that to come over. We got Atlas and Sega. Just an infinite number of games from those studios. Sega specifically with Crazy Taxi. That would be a dream come true. And again, I'm not saying that any of this is happening today. I'm just trying to think of all the studios and all the possibilities. I'd personally kill for a Panzer Dragoon VR game. Guys, do you remember we were supposed to get a Panzer Dragoon VR game? It was called Voyage Record. That's what VR stood for, apparently. And then there were reports that the studio had died. And we're like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, project's canceled. The dude died. And then like a week later, they're like, oh, it turns out he was just missing. He's fine. It was the weirdest news story like ever. And then the game just kind of fizzled out. Also, guys, don't forget that Bandai Namco is Japanese. They make Ridge Racer, Ace Combat, right? So if we are seeing big games here today, these are possibilities. Squaresoft or Square Enix, they brought Triangle Strategy over to Quest. That's possible. Konami hasn't done anything VR since Zone of the Enders on PSVR 1. And then the big hope, of course, is Capcom. The big hope is Capcom. Comic book guy with a 5 quid says, anyone know why The Last Guardian never got a VR mode? As I never got to play the VR demo. That's such a good question, because The Last Guardian... Hold on, do I even have that footage? Oh, no. I have The Last Guardian actual, just regular trailer. I think I've got a video of like a Let's Play of me playing this demo, The Last Guardian VR demo. And it was beautiful, right? Teleport only, but really, really incredible. Really showed that a version of the game was possible in VR. But I think they just misnamed it. That's my feeling on it, is they just misnamed The Last Guardian demo. Should have been like Last Guardian Tech Demo, right? Just showing you, like, hey, we just fooled around with VR and this is what we came up with. We're not going to make the whole game. Here you go. Shen Miao. Oh, sorry, here. Heart in the comment. Shen Miazo with the 5 quid says, flat to VR, Panzer Dragoon Orta, make it so. Yeah, Orta's great. Orta's still beautiful. I just hooked up my OG Xbox not that long ago. The fuck was that? And it still looks great. All right, and then Wally is now a game cat, specifically White Tiger with the Canadian $2 tip, says, had to tip, why forgetting Ace Combat 8? Wow, good call, man. I kind of snuck that in the last minute. All right, guys, let's go over to the full screen here. Let's check out the stream, make sure that that's all on track. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes? 2 minutes? What are we waiting 2 minutes for? I ran out of things to talk about 2 minutes early. All right, let's check this poll real quick. Because I think it'd be pretty unfair. To keep the poll going after the show starts and like announcements start happening. Oh, I can't see the poll. What's going on? Here, let's go over here. Maybe that's what I need. All right, here we go. Okay, 209 of you voting. How many PSVR 2 games will be during today's show? 210, 11, 12. Okay, everybody get their vote in? 0, 21% of you, negative Nancy's, think that there will be 0. 44% of you think there will be 1. 27% think there will be 2. 8% of you, the optimists in the group, think there'll be 3 or more. Love it. Thank you, everybody, for voting. Let's watch the show. 37 seconds. No. Oh, well. I got 2 streams going here at once. Let me pause this one until it matches up over here. And unpause. There we go. Now I'm all synced up. I can hear the same thing you're hearing. Let's turn up the volume. Thank you everybody for being here. This is amazing. I always kind of hate streaming by myself, but you guys make it all worthwhile. make sure we're in HD and all that.
皆さんおはようございます。ステイトオブプレイ日本をご覧いただきありがとうございます。本日 MC を務めます梶裕貴です。今回はステイトオブプレイの特別編として日本やアジア初のゲームにスポットを当ててお届けします。大人気シリーズの最新作から個性豊かなインディータイトルまで最新情報をたっぷりご紹介します。ドラゴンクエスト7リイマジンドからスタートです。
We made a promise to solve the world's mysteries, didn't we?
I know I'd regret missing out on the fun far more than any bother we might get ourselves into. I haven't thought about it, really.
Yeah, they're not doing a great job with these subtitles. I agree, Looper. The white subtitles on white backgrounds, not great.
To find my own purpose. Something only I can do.
Did he prevail? Doth he yet rule over this realm?
This is the stuff! You and me battling side by side again. Flames!
Yeah, listen, I know it's not VR, but this kind of stuff excites me. I absolutely love when they bring this stuff back. The 2D HD stuff, the reimagined stuff. I love it. I'm so happy they're doing this.
このドールルックと呼ばれるグラフィック素敵ですね。そして再構築されたシナリオには大人になったキーファが。どのような物語が待ち受けているのかお楽しみに。さて続いてはちょっと穏やかな気持ちになれる2作品から発売時期の発表です。インコンビニワンストアメニーストーリーズはささやかな日常を描く心温まる物語。プレイヤーは小さな町のコンビニ店員となり棚に商品を並べたり顔なじみのお客さんと交流したりしながら選択を通じて物語を紡いでいきます。心地のいい効果音でリラックス、ガチャやコレクションといった遊び心のある要素でお楽しみいただけます。インコンビニワンストアメニーストーリーズは2026年4月発売です。コーヒートーク東京は東京の小さなカフェを舞台にしたノベルアドベンチャーゲーム。プレイヤーはバリスタとなり心温まる一杯を入れてお客様の声に耳を傾けます。人間はもちろん雪女やカッパなど日本の妖怪の末裔たちもカフェを訪れ悩みや喜びを語り合います。コーヒートーク東京は2026年3月5日発売です。続いてのゲームはおや急に静かになった気がしませんか。なんだか寒気も。さまざまな社会問題に切り込む人気ホラーシリーズブロークンロアから2作品が登場。1作目はブロークンロアアンフォロー。 SNS の暗い影に焦点を当てた一人称視点のホラーゲーム。見知らぬ不気味な家で目覚めたアン。脱出するため過去のトラウマや亡霊たちに追い詰められながらスマートフォンを駆使して出口を探していきます。ブロークンロアアンフォローは2026年1月16日発売です。さらに本日はシリーズ最新作ブロークンロアアセンドを初公開。シリーズおなじみの一人称視点のサバイバルホラーにクライミング要素が加わりました。前作 ドントウォッチに引き続き東京が舞台の今作、主人公のレンとユイは動画配信サイトでの
Come on, this screams VR. What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on. Come on.
そこで2人を待ち受けるのは妖怪66首ブロークンロアアセンドは2026年夏発売予定です。
Missed opportunity.
So this is Minakami Village. A ritual so forbidden that speaking of it is taboo.
Why is
A
this
place
fatal?
that must never be seen.
Is fatal frame?
If I could capture it with the
Yes.
camera obscura.
Hurry, leave the village. If you can get out of the village, you'll be able to escape your fate.
Don't let go. Together.
The twins.
Oh, is this the remake? Are they remaking the second one, Crimson Butterfly? Is that the second one? Man, I always loved the first one. Why are all the studios remaking the second game in the series?
Accept the fate of the sacrifice!
The festival failed. It's all because we ran away.
Yeah, Plo in the chat calling for a Shadow of Destiny remake. Deep cut, man. No one talks about Shadow of Destiny.
Fatal
No one
Frame
even talked
2,
about it back when it came out.
Crimson Butterfly remake.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, Corey, I'm with you. Even though we haven't
本
seen
日は
VR,
光栄テクモゲームスより
So far.
ゼロ赤い蝶リメイクディレクターの柴田さんにお越しいただきました。柴田さん、よろしくお願いいたします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
2003年に発売されたゼロ赤い蝶が今回待望のリメイクということなんですけれども、トレーラーを拝見して恐ろしさがさらにパワーアップしていたように感じるんですが、そちら何か秘密はあるんでしょうか。
はい、ありがとうございます。光と影ですね。ホラーにとって重要なところについてはすごくこだわってライティングして、見えるところと見えないところのバランスを追求しています。またそのキャラクターの肌の質感、透明感とか、服のこの物の感じですよね、もリアルに表現しました。チーム忍者のアクションディレクターも参加していますので、バトルも楽しんでいただきたいです。幽霊がだんだん怖いものが近づいてくるのをじっくり見ながらギリギリで撮影するっていう、怖さ、ゲームシステムは
Yo, these subtitles are fucking terrible. I can read half of them. Oh, man.
新しい要素を追加しました。
I should just learn Japanese and it'd be
フ
easier.
ィルターがあると思うんですけど、それを切り替えると、見え方が変わっていってですね、音量に対してさまざまな効果があります。その戦闘でも探索でも特徴的な効果がありますので、状況に応じて切り替えながら使って、ゲームを進めていきます。
早くプレイしたいですさあ、本日は発売日の解禁という嬉しいニュースがありましたが、他にも新情報をご用意いただいたんですよね。
はい、実はデジタルデラックスエディションも発売が決定しました。こちらにはデジタルアートブックや特別な衣装が含まれており、本日初披露となります。本日から予約受付もスタートします。予約特典も各種ご用意しておりますので、皆さんぜひチェックしてみてください。
いや、発売が待ち遠しいですね。柴田さん、本日はお忙しい中ありがとうございました。ゼロ赤い蝶リメイクは2026年3月12日発売予定です。そして光栄テクモゲームスからもう一つ発表があります。こちらの映像をご覧ください。
It was during what I believed would be my final battle that you appeared before me.
Fellow fellow sons of the Yellow Earth, fly by my side. For together, we shall see the new age of peace with our own hands.
続いて9月に放送したステイトオブプレイではグランツーリスモシリーズの生みの親山内和則さんからグランツーリスモ7の大型アップデートスペック3が年末に配信されると発表がありました。本日は山内さんから追加のお知らせが届いています。早速見てみましょう。
I mean, this pertains to us. We already knew about Spec 3, but this pertains to us. This will be great. So, I'm excited.
グランツーリスモシリーズプロデューサー山内和則です。間もなくグランツーリスモ1億本突破を記念したスペック3がリリースされますけれども、それに加えてもう一つニュースがあります。その名もですね、グランツーリスモ7パワーパックです。でパワーパックとは何かというとですね、これまでのグランツーリスモ7、グランツーリスモシリーズが、言ってみればレースゲームだったわけですけれども、パワーパックは、リアルレーシングです。でその中には例えば24時間レースみたいなものも含まれています。でそういった本当にハードコアなリアルなレースの世界っていうものを、一度はグランツーリスモでやってみたかったので、今回パワーパックを作りました。パワーパックも、スペック3と同時にこの年末にリリースされます。であともう一つは12月の20日ですね、福岡でグランツーリスモワールドシリーズの最終戦ワールドファイナルが行われます。その会場でも皆さんにお会いできることを今から楽しみにしています。ありがとうございました。
山内和則さんありがとうございました。グランツーリスモ7パワーパックでのリアルレーシングにご期待ください。さあどんどん参りましょう。記録と再生で道を切り開く新感覚レコードパズルアクションモーションレック。移動する、ジャンプする、そして動きの軌跡を記録して再生する。一見進めそうにない道も記録した動きを別の場所で再生すれば必ず突破できる。多彩なギミックを駆使して荒廃したステージを探索し、機械に支配された世界の謎を解き明かしましょう。モーションレックは2026年春発売です。武教 RPG ワンダリングソード、全ての DLC を同梱した完全版がバージョンアップされてプレイステーション5に登場。ピクセルアートで描かれる古代の中国を舞台にしたオープンワールド RPG。
I don't know this one. I heard nothing about this. This looks like the 2D HD stuff, but it looks like a game I'm not familiar with.
プレイヤーの選択によって変わる20種類のエンディング、戦略もアクションも楽しめる2種類の戦闘モード、そして新たに日本人キャストによる日本語フルボイスを実装。
あなたと共にあるならこの命惜しくはございません。
2026年5月28日発売です。愛ソムニウムファイルシリーズ最新作伊達要は眠らない From 愛ソムニウムファイルがプレイステーション5とプレイステーション4に登場。特殊捜査官伊達要
I have the last one on Switch. It's still in the cellophane. So I'd love to get excited for this, but
イリスの行方を追います。
haven't caught up
調査
yet.
を進める捜査パート、真相心理を探るソムニウムパート、そして新たに追加された脱出パート、3つのパートを行き交い事件の真相に迫ります。プレイステーション5向けに進化したグラフィックで緊迫した物語が展開されます。伊達要は眠らない From 愛ソムニウムファイルは2026年2月26日発売です。あの伝説のゲームが20年ぶりにプレイステーションに帰ってきます。日本ゲーム大賞2025優秀賞も受賞した首都高バトルがついに復活。首都環状を舞台にカスタムした自分だけのマシンで400人以上のライバルと戦い新時代の頂点を目指せ。 シリーズ独自の SP バトルはドライバーの精神力を数値化したスピリットポイントを削り合う戦い。速さも重要ですが、ライバルとの心理戦こそが勝負を決める鍵となります。首都高バトルは2026年2月26日発売。
Would have been great in VR.
パズル、 RPG、 推理アドベンチャー、そしてレースゲームまでバリエーションが豊かでしたね。さてここからはバンダイナムコエンターテインメントから DLC のお知らせです。塊魂シリーズ最新作ワンスアポンは塊魂に2つの新 DLC が登場。第1弾塊魂ダンスダンスリミックスパック、第2弾塊魂ネオリミックスパック。5つの新しいリミックス BGM。
I don't know. I'm so shocked that Katamari is still a thing. Right? It just came out during that time, like during the PS2 era, where like we had like Mad Maestro and Mr. Mosquito and this and just like the weirdest shit ever. And somehow there's just like every time there's a new console, there's like 2 new Katamari games. It was fun. I haven't played any of them in about 10 years though.
おなじみのギミックやキャラクターも登場します。さらにボス戦ではドクターエッグマンとの戦いが待ち受けます。パックマンワールド2リパック、ソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグコラボレーションコンテンツはプレイステーション5とプレイステーション4で本日から配信開始。先月プレイステーション5で発売されたデジモンストーリータイムストレンジャーシーズンパスの DLC 第1弾追加デジモン&エピソードパック1アルタネイトディメンションがついに登場。新たに追加される個性豊かな5体のデジモンととある人物たちを巡る物語が展開します。
その思いに俺たちも応える。
DLC 第1弾追加デジモン&エピソードパック1アルタネイトディメンションはこの冬配信です。今年8月に発売されたスーパーロボット対戦 Y から DLC が登場します。 DLC1 では銀河旋風ブライガー、ザ・ビッグオー、フート探偵、仮面ライダースカルの肖像の3作品が収録。3作品に関わる追加エリアミッションや追加プレイヤブル機体が楽しめます。スーパーロボット対戦 Y DLC1 は11月21日配信です。
さあお前の罪を数えろ。
今何か聞こえませんでした？全国のハンターの皆さんに朗報です。モンスターハンターワイルズ無料タイトルアップデート第4弾の配信日が12月16日に決定しました。このアップデートでは巨撃竜ゴグマジオスが登場予定です。さらにエンドコンテンツの拡充や季節イベント交わりの祭事も予定しています。
Xenomorph in the chat says, how well did VR sell in Japan? The problem is we don't know how well VR is sold anywhere, right? Sony's not exactly giving out sales numbers anywhere, so we don't really know. All right, this is always maddening, right? Because kart racers feel like such a natural fit for VR, right? Quick little first-person perspective change, throw some wheel support. Come on. This has always been so frustrating when Crash Nitro Kart or whatever it was got the remaster on PS4. Nothing was more frustrating than seeing that like Sony didn't throw Activision a bunch of money and just be like, give it PSVR 1 support. Come on.
ソニックレーシングクロスワールド DLC スポンジボブパックは11月20日に配信です。続いてご紹介するのはアクションアドベンチャーネバーグレイブザ・ウィッチ&ザ・カース。新トレーラーの公開とさらに発売日もついに解禁です。
This looks cute. I'd play this on my Portal. And I haven't played anything on my Portal in quite a while. Although I did just charge up my Steam Deck recently, and I'm playing Megabonk on it. So, you know, just because I haven't used it in a while doesn't mean I'm not going to use it. This looks like a great Portal game. Nevergrave. Keep that in the back of my head.
ネバーグレイブ、ザ・ウィッチ&ザ・カース開発責任者酒井康臣さんにお越しいただきました。酒井さん、よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
酒井さん、トレーラーではゴーレムのような敵と戦っていたシーンがとても印象的だったんですけど、そのボス戦の魅力、そして他にどんなボスが登場するのか教えていただけますか？
はい。レーザー攻撃を繰り出していた巨大なゴーレムは最初のダンジョン遺跡のボスです。本作のボスはそれぞれ独自の攻撃パターンや特殊なギミックを持っていて、一筋縄ではいかないようになっています。例えば植物のボスは風を使ったり、ドラゴンのボスは溶岩を使ったり、マリオネットのボスはプレイヤーが使う魔法と似た魔法を使います。ボスによっては特定の敵への憑依が攻略の鍵になることもあります。またローグライクの要素によってダンジョン内のプレイヤー強化も毎回異なるため、ボスに繰り返し挑戦しても新鮮な緊張感を味わえると思います。
酒井さん、スタジオにお越しくださりありがとうございました。
お前が今いるこの場所は世界で唯一 DBS を搭載した実験室だ。
DBS 起動準備が整いました。3、2、1。
アバターとは可能性の海からサルベージしたデータをもとに構築した誰かの姿だ。ラグナというのはお前がダイブの際に使用できるアバターのうちの一つの名称だ。
つまり可能性のかけらとは。
Am I just misreading this? Is this Arc System Works, but who I mean, just notoriously amazing for one-on-one fighters? Are they doing like a full-on brawler, or is this still like 1v1 fighting? Like these are the guys who did Guilty Gear, right? Looks like they brought that expertise into a completely different genre of games. And that's kind of exciting.
あなたは可能性のかけらを一つ手に入れました。全ては可能性だ。
ガンペ、やめてください。真っ黒な獣。
サルベージだ。そうだろう。
私たちが解析しているあの記憶の正体、一体何
？Oh, nice. So it's like kind of a spin-off of BlazBlue. Nice.
X は完全新作ストーリー。そしてシリーズ過去作から直人黒金が参戦します。お楽しみに。さて、どんどん行きましょう。続いて冒険心をくすぐるラインナップを一挙にご紹介です。呪われた魔王デイモンと人間の子供が織りなす心温まる冒険活劇デーモン&ベイビー。探索要素とツインスティックシューターの戦闘システムを融合させた新感覚のアクション RPG。 アイテムを集めレベルを上げて新たなスキルを習得し広大なステージを攻略しましょう。ステージはバラエティ豊かな敵やギミックがいっぱい。マシンガンやショットガンなど展開の武器を使って攻撃しましょう。魔王が赤ん坊を背負いながら戦い、その絆が深まっていく物語も大きな見どころです。子連れ魔王の壮大な冒険の幕が上がります。デーモン&ベイビーはプレイステーション5とプレイステーション4で2026年初旬発売です。
RPG. Alright.
ディスガイアシリーズのスタッフが手掛ける完全新作 3D アクション RPG 狂乱魔改ズム。主人公は倒した敵を獣魔として従え共に戦うことができます。強靭なドラゴンや妖艶なサキュバスなど獣魔の種類は全部で16種類。一緒に戦わせるのはもちろん武器に変えて強力な技を放つことも可能です。全ての力を使いこなし裏切り者から大切なプリンを取り戻しましょう。狂乱魔改ズムは2026年1月29日発売です。運命のトリガーはアンリアルエンジン5で開発された次世代のタクティカルヒーローシューターです。 公開されているアウェイクナー10名に加え、新たにアタッカータイプのファリー、そしてディフェンダータイプのタタとその相棒ロボットビビが参戦します。分身を操り敵を翻弄するファリー、拠点を難攻不落の砦に変えていく機械エンジニアのタタ、それぞれの個性的な能力。
This is actually moving along pretty fast. We got we're already 27 minutes into it. We only had 13 minutes or so left. I mean, they said more than 40 minutes. I must have blacked out for a second because they were showing Prinnies from the Disguise series, and then they're showing this, and I missed the transition. I'm lost. I just gotta wait for the next game to pop up to get back on track.
ちなみに私は運命のトリガーにて両院の声を担当しています。他にも魅力的なキャラクターが勢ぞろいしていますので、ぜひプレイしてみてくださいね。次はスクエアエニックスの大人気シリーズ最新作オクトパストラベラーゼロに関する発表です。
Octopath is good, even if it's not VR. But again, this would look so beautiful in VR. Like, it looks beautiful on the flat screen. You don't need to change the perspective or the controllers or anything. Just let me play this, but in VR. The OLED panels, it look stunning.
You're finally awake!
If you can best me in battle, my technique shall be yours.
Oh, scarlet flame, blaze bright and cleanse this sacred land!
Here they come!
Let me see you bleed!
Go down!
Fly!
Wounds be healed!
How's that?
All the riches of the world are mine. Why, I'll even give you this dirty little town you so love, to do with as you please.
Power and the fear it induces is the only thing that can control people. You're a survivor of Wishvale. I will see you punished with my own two hands!
After losing the town, I finally understand what's truly important to me.
Let's do our best to rebuild Wishvale into the place it used to be.
You said it. I'm ready when you are.
Fame is nothing more than pretense. Will you continue to grip the blade of revenge, consumed by hatred? Marvelous! Let the finale begin!
I know not everybody in the chat agrees, but I think this is such a great show. I think this is a great show. More VR, please.
配信を開始します。体験版はゲーム冒頭3時間をプレイできます。体験版でプレイした内容は本編発売時に引き継ぎが可能です。主人公のキャラクターメイクや序盤のストーリーをお楽しみください。本日はアークシステムワークスからマーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズプロデューサーの山中さん、アートディレクターの黒坂さんにお越しいただきました。お二人ともどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
よろしくお願いいたします。
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズはどんな思いを込めて制作されたのか、それからファンの皆さんにはどんな体験を味わってほしいと考えていらっしゃるのかお話しいただけますでしょうか。
はい、このタイトル日本から世界へというキーワードを掲げて開発してまして、マーベルってもともとやっぱりアメリカで生まれてアメリカで育ってきた今や巨大なコンテンツになっていると思うんですけれども、それをですね我々日本人がどのように受け止めて、解釈して再構築して日本人らしくアークシステムワークスらしく出力していくかというところを非常にテーマの大きなテーマとして掲げています。その新しいマーベル日米のカルチャーが融合したマーベルというのをファンの方にぜひ楽しんでいただきたいなと思ってます。
これは続報がますます楽しみですね。
はい、で今回ですねプレイステーション5にて第2回目のクローズドベータを実施させていただきます。 12月の第1週の週末を予定しておりまして、第1回 CBT、クローズドベータテストのキャラクターに加えてスパイダーマンとゴーストライダーがプレイアブルとなっております。本日はですね、2回目となるクローズドベータテストのですね予告トレーラーを持ってきました。こちらをご覧ください。
親愛なる隣人スパイダーマンだ。さ
あ始めようぜ。地獄へのロードトリップだ。
Man, I wish I was still in the fighting games. I feel like fighting games were perfect like in college when there were always way too many friends around and you could just, you know, get high and play Tekken 3 for hours, right? And just have like kind of a impromptu tournament with everybody that's hanging out. I feel like once I stopped playing with people locally in the same room, that's when my love for fighting games sort of died out. But I did have a nice little time period there with Tekken 2 and 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament on PS2. Street Fighter Alpha 3, I think, around that same time. Got really into those. But it's not the same when you're playing with somebody online. Not for me, at least.
Parole ファイティングソウルズ。いやー、ワクワクさせられましたね。どんな展開になるのか期待です。トレーラーに映っていたのって X マンションのステージですよね。こちらは新しいステージなんでしょうか。
さすがよく気づきましたね。
そうですね。今回の X マンションステージ、いろいろな宝探しを楽しんでもらえるように、細かいネタだったり、ギミックだったりをいっぱい仕込んでますので、ぜひねプレイして。
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 like ruled my entire life for like a year. It might be my favorite fighting game of all time, MVC2. So good. So many great memories playing in the arcade, playing with friends, PlayStation 2, OG Xbox. I mean, everybody I knew had that game.
ダークで迫力あるキャラクターですが、ビジュアルやアニメーションをデザインする上でどんなチャレンジがありましたか？
はい。まずゴーストライダーを出すにあたってまずキャラクター、すぐにゴーストライダーがいるので、そのキャラクターを誰にするのかというところで、かなり悩みがありました。今回ですねロビー・レイエスを採用させていただいたわけです。
なぜロビー・レイエスのゴーストライダーを選ばれたんでしょうか？
はい、今日の時点ではちょっと詳しくはお話できないんですけれど、ストーリー的にですね、今回ちょっと若い方の、ゴーストライダーを出したいというちょっと事情がありまして。
They're like, we can't go into much detail today. We flew all the way here for this one-on-one interview. This just isn't the time for it. We've already been sitting on this couch for 5 goddamn minutes. This isn't the time to go into more detail. I love it.
作がどのように広がっていくのかとても楽しみです。それでは最後に世界中のファンの皆さんに向けてメッセージをお願いします。
このゲーム、皆さんのお力をもとにもっともっといいゲームにしていきたいと思っていますので、ぜひ。
It's free VR real estate, so as any Mortal Kombat fans. I was a huge Mortal Kombat fan. Yeah, getting the first one on Sega Genesis and learning the blood code before my parents, knew all that. That was cool. And then Mortal Kombat Trilogy, of course, on PlayStation 1. Okay, okay, wrapping this segment up. Let's turn it back up. Let's turn it up. I hate to miss anything they say.
Curse this Dreadlord.
Yo, Moyles Dyer in the chat. Hopefully he had a good Luminous stream, buddy.
The aftermath of the long night. I suppose it must be fate to work again.
お楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。私も早くプレイしたいゲームばかりです。 PS5 の5周年という節目に改めて PS5 の体験をご説明するとともにいくつかのニュースを共有します。 PS5 の体験といえばデュアルセンスワイヤレスコントローラーです。 PS5 をお買い上げいただくとすぐにアストロズプレイルームで体験いただけますが、キャラクターがステージを動き回る様がこれまでにない感覚でお楽しみいただけます。技術的にはアダプティブトリガーとハプティックフィードバック、そして内蔵スピーカーによって目で見る情報、耳から聞く情報、手で感じる情報の3つが調整されて生み出される体験です。そして PS5 は目を見張るような綺麗な映像、ストレスを感じないスピーディーなゲーム進行を実現するための技術も詰め込んでいます。ネットワークを通じて進化し続ける体験、プレイステーションアップ、ファミリーアップを通じたスマホでの体験など、いつでもどこでもフレンドやコンテンツに簡単にアクセスできます。また PS5 においては数千の PS4 向けのゲームも遊ぶことができ、過去にご購入いただいたゲームに加え PS4 向けにしか発売されなかったゲームも遊べます。たくさんの方々にリビングルームの大きなテレビで PS5 をお使いいただいておりますが、プレイステーションポータルリモートプレイヤーを通じてリビングルームを超えて PS5 を楽しめるようなご提案も差し上げております。
I mean, are we gonna talk about VR? This would be the perfect time to say, oh, and some people prefer to play games this way.
鮮やかな映像に加え、デュアルセンスワイヤレスコン
Come
ト
on,
ロー
Asian
ラーを
Sean
充電で
Layden,
きる
do
フッ
it.
クも搭載しています。
Can't tell this guy
先日
doesn't
発
look like
表しま
Asian
した
Sean Layden.
パルスエレベートワイヤレススピーカーとともにデスクトップ環境でも PS5 を存分にお楽しみください。 PS5 をどこでどのように楽しむかの選択肢を今後も広げてまいります。最後に PS5 の5周年を記念して日本国内の皆さんに特別なご案内があります。日本アカウント日本語専用の PS5 をご用意します。本モデルは希望小売価格税込55,000円とお求めになりやすい PS5 デジタルエディションです。日本でより多くのプレイヤーの皆さんに PS5 そして素晴らしいゲームをお楽しみいただきたいと思っております。
今日ご紹介した全てのゲームには作品ごとに異なる魅力がたくさん詰め込まれています。時には仲間と一緒に、時には一人でじっくりと。プレイステーションにはあらゆる遊び方があります。この番組が皆さんの次の冒険のきっかけになれば嬉しいです。それではまたお会いしましょう。ありがとうございました。
And there you have it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think everybody in the chat agrees. We weren't expecting too much. And actually, I really, really enjoyed the show. I really did. I thought it was a great show, and I was really hoping that, you know, really the icing on the cake would be any news about VR2 at all, any game at all. Right? Because other than that, I really enjoyed the show, and so kind of a bummer that they didn't include just one game for us. And then of course, yeah, at the end there, where they're like, oh, there's so many different ways to play on PlayStation. Look, you can play with your Portal, and you get the little speakers, and you can play on your TV. Like, so many ways to play. He even doubled down on that statement at the very end. It's like, but not even to mention VR. It's like, that is the most different way to play. Very strange, Sony. And, you know, like, kind of, obviously, you know, Gran Turismo is there, and we know that Spec 3 is coming. That's good. But other than that, that was really disappointing. And all I can say is that I feel very, very fortunate that nothing was announced, because I am sick, and all I want to do is go lay down. And I feel like somebody at Sony was like, Brian's not feeling good. He does not have the energy to go make a breaking news report after this live stream. And so don't announce anything. That is the definition of copium. This tip didn't age well. Stuart Montgomery 1223 with the 2 quid says, got a good feeling about today's state of play. Nope. I love the optimism. Metal Game. This is how tired I am. Metal Game Cat Solid Fritz with the level 2 membership says, you were right, Brian. It all really sounds like PS Aegea. What the fuck was I trying to pronounce? I somehow put AJ's name in PS Aegea. God, I don't even. It's literally from Monday's show, and I don't even remember what it was. That's horrible. Alex Blanco said, I only signed up to Patreon to see my name on TV, but now I'm missing the show from watching the ticker. Oh, no. So, yeah, I update I'm so sorry. I do have to actually fade that out. I know some people watch this on TVs, and they talk about burn-in. And so I need to get rid of the things that are on screen permanently. Like, usually I have a little name tag here. Usually the Gamescast logo is over here. Then you get to thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. That's always there. And so we're burning shit into people's TV on accident just because, like, I haven't had the chance to fix that. So having that stuff fade out and then fade back in later on during the show is something I'm going to work on. It's just been no time to do anything. And anybody, as it says right here, oh, it doesn't say that. Oh, I update the Patreon scroll on the first of the month usually, but there's been so many new Patreon supporters. I feel like I should update it before then. But if you don't see your name on the list and you did update and you did support me on Patreon, just remember, first of the month is when that usually gets updated. Thank you so much, you guys. Melkaya Dante with the level 2 membership says, oh, there it is. Well, good thing they didn't announce anything so Brian can go get some much needed rest. Exactly. Oh no. I don't even want to know what Miles said. It's probably something very racist. Let's find out before I read it out loud. Miles with the 2 quid says, great show, Brian Paul. Thank you. Spelled my name wrong. Thank you, Miles. 90 Native Backlog Gamecat with the level 1 membership says, great show. What a relief for our massive VR2 backlog. Listen, you know, again, I'm not trying to cope here. I'm not. Like, the more announcements, the better it would be. However, November is stacked. Absolutely stacked. You know, part of me was like, oh, are they going to like just be like, oh, here's your Aces of Thunder release date? That seemed to make sense. And then it would be like, oh, you know, smack in the middle of everything. You know, I definitely didn't think Zero Caliber would be there today. Obviously, why would it be? But you know, these are just games that like I'm scared of at the moment, right? Let me take care of Battlemarked, right? Dungeons and Dragons and Demio. Let me take care of that. Let me take care of Hotel Infinity. Let me take care of Pools. Let me take care of RoboQuest VR. Let me take care of all these games. Let me play these games and review them. And then, you know, like in December, January, February, Ghost Town, then you can bring your games out. Right? But we are packed until the end of the year. So I was a little bit scared we see Ace of Thunder and they'd be like, and it's out in the store right now. And I'm like, no, I just want to go to bed and I got to go fly a plane. I know, my life is so difficult, isn't it? Comic book guy with the 5 quid says, I thought that was a good show, but I thought there would be another free update / DLC announcement for Astrobot. Yep, I'm with you. Team Asobi, disappointing showing from Team Asobi and all of VR today. But this was still fun. This was still fun. I really enjoyed watching this with you guys. I enjoyed the reveals that we got. I think that there's going to be some good flat screen stuff. And, you know, I know that a lot of it was nostalgia bait, but I'm okay with that, right? Because there hasn't been a ton of things on the flat screen I've been interested in. Obviously, there is a ton of good stuff happening on the flat screen side of things, but nothing that like really screams to me and goes, you got to fucking play this. And like Fatal Frame 2, I might have to fucking play that. The Dragon Quest Remastered stuff, I might have to fucking play that too. A lot of good stuff. So, anyway, I guess this was the first day to play Japan we've ever gotten. So maybe from now on, we keep this in mind. If they do another state of play Japan, right? If this is going to be something they start doing, we go, well, maybe we don't expect anything VR from state of play Japans. I'll need to be taught that lesson a couple more times, I'm sure, right? They'll be like, State of Play Japan is back on January 4th, 2026. And I'll be like, we're streaming it. And then, you know, no VR. It always takes me a little while to learn my lesson. But pre-show was more fun. Can we go back to that, Brian? Said Salvador. That works. That works. I don't have thoughts on the Deckard. Why would I? I have zero thoughts on the Deckard. I have thoughts on retro games in PSVR. That's kind of it. I don't have thoughts on much else. Life is good. All right. Well, that's perfect. I don't have to make a breaking news video now. Now I can go lay in bed and call it a night and snuggle with Tornado. Go watch some Netflix as I fall asleep. If anybody hasn't, dude, episode 3 of Welcome to Derry did not disappoint. You guys are keeping up. Yeah, I don't play PC games. I don't play PC games. I have a PC very capable of playing Steam VR games. Zero interest. Yeah, if you guys have been keeping up with Welcome to Derry, third, I was just waiting. Tatum joked the other day. He was like, he's just waiting for that show to fall off a cliff, like Alien Earth did, and it has not. It is not. I've actually been very, very impressed with Welcome to Derry. I think there's only 10 episodes happening, or 8 or 10, something like that. But man, we are episode 1, 2, and 3 have all been bangers. In fact, I kind of want to go back and rewatch them all because so much happens. They pack a lot into those episodes, and it's really good so far. Anyway, thank you guys again for all the support, for hanging out, watching the show with me. This was a good time, and sorry, reading the chat still. You guys all have a great night, and we will do this. I'll see you on Gamescast tomorrow. Me and Jamie will do the VR Game Showcase on Thursday, and there'll be some reviews popping up on the channel here and there as well. Good night, everybody. We love you all.